Car number 2, the Toll Holden Racing Team, Garth Tander and Nick Percat.
He's got a big job. He's a rookie. I mean, that's a long time ago that you played the rookie game, and you were, what, third here last year, GT, but you've got to try and help get him on the podium again this year now, Nick.
I know. I think we need to try and get him on the top step would be handy, but the car's been quite good in the morning warm-up. Both said we were feeling very comfortable in the car, so looking forward to punching out the 1,000 Ks. Well, not me, myself.
Well, you don't have to do that. One of the things that I just talked about as I was wandering up here is that really nobody's had any time to sort their car, really for any condition, because nothing's been consistent under the car. It's been partially wet, fully wet, dry. So, I mean, you're going to have to tune on the run.
Yeah, we are. The car's actually very good. It's got a lot of tunability built into it. So this is probably the most sun we've had on the track all week. So the car was very good in the warm-up, but the track was obviously quite cold there. So we'll see what we got in this first stint. But I'm pretty sure we can tune it to what we need. And then if it stays dry for the majority of the race, we'll have a fast car at the end.
All right, boys, go fast. Have a good run. Look after yourselves today and good luck. We might see you at the end of the day. And a fifth, skating 7th. And a driver change, so Percat now hopping in, and up the other end of the lane will be the Vodafone car.
Okay, mate, we're just waiting on fuel at the moment. The plate garage is away. Clear, merging behind it. Good to go, good to go.
So Nick Percat heads out ahead of Mark Scaife. They're in car 2, and that signals the Bathurst debut for young Nick Percat. This is Garth Tander on approach. Carrying a little bit too much on approach. Whoa!
He had it dancing, didn't he?
We got through in the end. He just took the shortcut.
And Mark did exactly the same.
Out before they came around, but that didn't happen. So Thompson now leads the race for Team Vodafone. Behind him is Nick Percat, the Holden Racing Team. Then it's Craig Lowndes in 3rd. Alan Simonson in the pole-sitting car is 4th. John McIntyre is 5th. The other Ford Performance Racing car of Stephen Richards and Mark Winterbottom, with Richo behind the wheel, has come back up to 6th. It's been a great rescue job for car 5. Ken McConville in 7th. Then it's Dean Cantor, Greg Ritter and Marcus Marshall make up our top 10. Up to turn 2. Thompson has been rock solid this weekend. This is where they got the notification on the restart that the safety car would come back out. Steve Owen now behind the wheel of car 49. He's trying to make a charge. They started inside the top 10. They're down now in 21st. And Nick Percat here on debut for the Holden Racing Team at the mountain, that is now boxed in by 2 888 Team Vodafone cars. Up the top, all of a sudden, this race, after they went searching for dry laps in the early stages because they hadn't had any coming into the start of the race, has now come alive again. Lowndes is putting maximum pressure on Percat. He won't mess around. He'll signal his intentions clearly.
And Lowndes will be determined, and Percat's role probably suggests that you would be too aggressive in your defence. Just pit stop a moment ago, Matty, and outside it's very blustery now from the southwest, and also very threatening. So over the other side of the hill, where the weather comes from, it is zeroing in. So I've taken a moment just to sneak outside and see what's going on in Realisville. It'll be right on the knife edge, but Nick leaves a bit of space. Oh! In the wall! Too much space, so Perc had a mistake there by being courteous. Got out on the dirty stuff. That's at turn 2, you can't afford to be on the top, on the crown of the road or on the other side of the camber. There was no contact.
Have a good feel of it, have a good feel of it. Let us know if we need to come in.
That's just experience. Because off the racing line at turn 2 at this place, there is no grip, and he's just discovered it the hard way.
And the pressure was building and building and building from Lowndes behind him. And as you say, he stepped out to give him enough room, just a little bit too much. And eventually, that bubble burst.
Well, it's run along at parallel. The question is, and he's away with it, but let's hope there's no ongoing damage with this car.
Had he have gone in shallower or deeper, he probably would have hit much harder at a more acute angle, but that time he sort of got funneled along the natural flow of the concrete wall. So the biggest question is there any damage to car number 2? And if so, how bad is it?
Alistair McVeigh and Jason Bush. Jason in the foreground, engineers at the Holden Racing Team. So there's several things to consider. What's its steering like now? What's its wheel alignment like? Is there ongoing damage? What will happen when they need to come in and do the stop? Because he's run the hub face along the wall. So we'll see whether or not there's anything that's going to affect the safety clip on those rims, and a black flag and a pit lane drive-through penalty for David Brabham as I speak. No surprise.
Yeah, mate, everything looks all right from the pit wall here, so just keep trucking along. Give us any feedback you can on the handling and the balance.
Nick was quick to jump on the radio straight away and apologise back to the crew. He knew it was a mistake getting too wide there, and that's where it happened. Sticks nice and tight this time around. And then again, he didn't have the car 888 rounding him up at the same time. So
he braked very, very late, because you could just tell by the way in which Craig didn't shoot by, and then there was that awkward moment. You get in a shopping centre alley, where it's which way do you want to go, who's going to go first, and eventually, Craig snuck up the inside, but then he needed to be able to turn down, but he probably couldn't because of his momentum. Anyway, dirty side of the road, it's give well. Here he is.
Driver change. Garth Tander going in. Nick Percat on the boo at the mountain, jumps out. And that's the job that he was asked to do. He's come back, he's delivered the car back in shape. He did have a brush with the wall earlier on as he was battling with Craig Lowndes. The safety car, and Garth Tander, car number 2, leads, and his co-driver has some headphones on and a nice Channel 7 microphone in front, which means Nick Percat, you're ready for a chat. Matty White here with Neil Crompton. Congratulations to you on your job today. What did you do? More than 70 laps right on the knocker, and you did a great job.
Yeah, it was an interesting debut. I can't say I wasn't pushing. It's virtually like a sprint race out there. I couldn't believe it, and giving it all I had just to make sure I was still keeping the gap to the 888 car and keeping the FBR car a long way behind. So you saw I had a few little moments, might say, but it was managed to gather it up, and I don't know how, but I've had 2 moments around Bathurst, and you guys know, and I've got away with it, so it's unbelievable.
Yeah, the thing that really impresses people with your driving as you come into the V8 Supercar Championship, you make your debut here, Nick, and like you say, you had an incident there where you were under pressure with Craig Lowndes. The impressive part is that you managed to bounce back. What is it with your cool head? I mean, is it confidence, or what is it? Have you got a great team around you? I think it's a combination of things. Toll HRT really have brought me along quite well since 2007. They've always taught me how to keep my head cool, and it's taken a few years, trust me. I used to be a lot more hot-headed. I won't say I'm not hot-headed, but I used to be a little bit fiery, and they've managed to keep me very calm. And Al just got straight in the radio and said, mate, as long as she's all sweet, press on, and gave the steering wheel a bit of a wiggle and pressed on. But with Lowndes, I was just caught me out in the marbles. As you'd know, Neil, I just went to run too wide with him, and I was like, oh, this will be fine. And next thing you know, the rear's gone, front's gone. I'm like, this is not ideal.
No, it's not ideal, and it's an awful feeling, isn't it? Because all of a sudden you feel a bit helpless because you're only slightly wide of where you'd typically be, Nick, but the thing just has a mind of its own once it's up on that high part of the camber there.
Yeah, exactly. And as soon as I felt the back hit, I just tried to keep the wheels dead straight so I'd hit square, and managed. All it did is damage the front rim and had a bit of a vibration at top speed, which was a little bit unsettling on the first fly, but once I realised it was all good, the lap times came straight back down and pressed on. It was lucky.
I know you're not a shy fella, Nick, so did you give Garth any advice as he heads out?
I didn't. I'm just hoping he doesn't hate me right now. He'll be right.
Don't worry, he's got a job to do. Well done today, mate. Congratulations on your debut.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, great job.
Garth Tander.
Right on cue, I was about to mention, we also had Skip make a annual visit here as well, and there is a system that they have in place here to discourage the ruse.
Nick Percat sitting back here looking very relaxed, but Garth Tander may have just purchased some space on the track.
Would we say relaxed? I wouldn't say relaxed. I can't believe what's happened. The car just seems to have come alive a bit in this last stint since Garth got in it. We've been tuning it all race, like I said earlier, and it's I don't know if it's the weather and the changes we made, but it's looking after his tyres better and it's got a quicker pace, so it's all looking good. And not sure what happened with the car 88, but we'll take it.
I know you don't want to miss a minute of this. We'll leave you to it, Nick. Good luck.
Yeah, I probably don't watch much though.
Well, it's down under 5 seconds. Nick Percat. And the nerves are really starting to show now.
Play showing him up the inside at Forest Elbow. By response, is he going to go up the inside? 5 kilometres going in this 1,000k race.
In a legendary finish, this is the year of the rookie and the pro. Tander and Nick Percat are the champions. And will have his hands on the Peter Brock Trophy in his first ever attempt at the mountain. There he is. Unbelievable. Him again.
Just dive in here and grab a word. Nick Percat, mate, you did a stellar job yourself, but for a young bloke like you to see the way Garth just drove that car with Craig Lowndes breathing down his neck, mate, that's something to learn about, isn't it?
That guy, I don't know how he's done it. I felt sick the last 10 laps, Larko. I'm not sure how he get that car that straight for that long, but it's credit to the guy. He's unbelievable, and that's why he's just won another Bathurst.
And you did your bit, mate. One attempt, one win. It's only up from here, mate.
It is. Do you quit while you hurt or what? Unbelievable day. I had 2 very lucky moments in the car, and can't thank the mountain enough. It's looked after me today.
You did your bit. Well done, mate, and congratulations.
Thank you, guys. This is ideal.
So Leanne Tander and baby Scarlett Tander were there to witness the closest ever finish in the Bathurst 1000, 0.2 of a second. Well, you never get an easy victory at Mount Panorama, and Garth Tander really had to work hard for this one because he had one of the all-time greats breathing down his neck the whole way, and deservedly so. Tander celebrates. Greg Murphy on the podium, his wife Leanne, his baby Scarlett. We're all there to witness.
Now would you congratulate on their 200th win, our champion team, the Toll Holden Racing Team. Mike Henry from the team to collect the trophy. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the 2011 Super Cheap Auto Bathurst 1000 champions from the Toll Holden Racing Team. Would you please congratulate Garth Tander and Nick Percat. Nick, why don't you go first? What a day, a fantastic drive. We saw you coming off Phillip Island, and you've done it again this weekend. Great team effort, well done.
Oh, it's just a massive credit to Toll HRT. They kept me very calm when I had a few little issues, and then, yeah, just can't thank Coates Hire. They have got me here. Without this, it's amazing, and just this guy here, unbelievable at the end there.
Garth Tander, absolutely fantastic. You were rock solid all day, and then you had Lounsey breathing down your neck.
Yeah, it's a pretty exciting finish, wasn't it? So thanks very much to our guys. They did a fantastic job all weekend. We had a very fast car and great job all the way through the race. Put us in the lead when we needed to be there, and then fought it out all the way to the end. So thanks very much to Holden, to Toll, to HSV, Mobile, Rockstar, Bridgestone, all our supporters, and Holden wins again.
Boys, why don't you jump up there and have a bit of fun. Our winners, ladies and gentlemen, Garth Tander and Nick Percat. To make the presentation to third place, Mr. Scott Curtin, the Area General Manager for Telstra. Presenting to second place, Mr. Andrew Coates, the Marketing Director of Jim Beam. And presenting the first place trophies from our major sponsor, Super Cheap Auto, the Chief Operating Officer, Mr. David Ajala. The Peter Brock Trophy. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2011 Super Cheap Auto Bathurst 1000 winners!
Good job, Barretts. And Nick Percat can hardly contain himself. Came springing out that side door onto the podium. And now he knows what it's like to be a Bathurst champion. At just 23 years of age. Holden filled the top 3 spots of the Super Cheap Auto Bathurst 1000. And for the second time, Garth Tander gets his hands on the Peter Brock Trophy. It's his third win at the mountain. What a day. What a finish. Today's all about champagne. It's about celebrations. It's about taming the mountain. And that's what Tander and Percat have done. They'll join us right after this.